finish. Like, I needed a bit of triumph. There was just no triumph on these jobs.
So we wish every one of you a great run.
Good. It's good to be here. Actually, the more I'm talking to you now, the more I'm thinking, yeah, this is fucking great. The back is not bad, and I have to say, I'm really a big fan of the chiropractor now.
And they're off. Everybody on their way. I'm the central worker. We look forward to seeing you back at the finish. And just have a great day for everybody. And here comes the winner, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Cleary.
It was real, and I loved it, you know? And all for no money. 15 euro, but like all the training was free. Something we've learned about the minimum wage, you gotta do things. Imagine you just had your job and going back to the flat. I feel good now. It'll go. I'll be miserable later. Imagine I have to go to fucking work now. After that, 3 to 11.
You know, when I finished the half marathon today, 13 miles, man, it was like, whoa. That was hard, man. Imagine you had to run another 13 miles. Like, imagine this was only halfway. After a month of working in the Central Hotel, I can't help but think, man, imagine you had to run another one of these motherfuckers. Imagine you had to do another month. Imagine you had to keep on doing it. Day in, day out. Month after month after month. Now I'm worn out from 1 month. Imagine I had to run another 13 miles. Imagine the pain. But I'm nearly there now, man.
Today is day 0, like the last day. Oh, yeah. It's not a good last day in a way because it's really dead. It's kind of like you almost feel like you could just leave and it would be fine. So it's a funny old last day, but it's the last day anyway. This is the 3rd course of a special dinner that Jenny has made for me on my last day. What a beautiful finish to a horrible month. Lovely to meet you. See you, Tina. See you again. Yeah. So the way I feel about the job, right? I mean, look at me. I'm finished after 1 month. Is it because I'm not a real man, or it's because I have too many reference points for a better life? I don't know. All I know is I'm just pooped.
You take it easy.
See you now.
Oh. Hi. Hi, Matt.
Did you enjoy it overall?
No. No, there was enjoyable things, but you asked did I enjoy it overall? No. Hated the job. You know, I've had enjoyable experiences, but I genuinely hated the job. I can say that, you know, just with honesty. It's just done. I'm done. I'm polished off. Are we finished? Are we officially finished this project, yeah? Okay. Taxi! People are obsessed with small trolleys. Any small trolleys? Any small ones?
Des, we also have a rule here that anybody within 10 feet of you, you always say hello to.
So you just walk around all day going, hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Hi, how are you? Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Actually, because you're in the dock, it's actually like, well.
Des, you're very welcome to Superquintal Dock. David Murphy is my name. I'm the manager of the store.
Thanks very much.
Are you excited?
I'm very
Looking
excited. Yeah. Welcome to Super Queen.
Working with us for a month.
Hi, how are you?
Des, we also have a rule here that anybody within 10 feet of you, you always say hello to. So customers that come in, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
That you always say hello, that a customer would never pass you by that you don't say hello to.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you know this, but in a busy supermarket, there is always someone within 10 feet of you. That customer was within 10 feet, but she turned the corner. She got away from me. Didn't want to shout after her. So you just walk around all day going, hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
Actually, because you're in Dundalk, it's actually like, well.
How are you? Good evening.
With a smile from ear to ear, with cramps in your mouth like you're on ecstasy for 8 days.
Hello.
It's just like, this happy-go-lucky supercoon attitude.
How are you, sir? How are you, sir?
So by the time you leave work, after a hard day of work, and someone fortunate in Dundalk goes up and says, well, you just turn around and go, you know what, fuck you, bro! Hate you!
It's a fine violin music, my bad.
Is it mostly women in Super Queen? I feel like I'm under attack.
One person never starts on their own in Super Queen. People start together in groups, and they're inducted together.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to welcome you all to Super Quinn. Now you're all part of the Super Quinn team.
And like Super Quinn was so into the Super Quinn way, they pretended that I was starting with 8 people.
Everybody is starting here for the first time, so all you say is, hi, I'm Linda. I'm starting in Super Quinn. Today's my first day, and I worked in, I don't know, Panasonic. And you're going to have to be really new now, and you're going to have to be 10.
I'm new. I don't
But the 8 people that I started with were unfortunate girls that work in Super Quinn who were just like, come on, you're pretending to be at your first day. Like.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm married also with 2 children. I used to work in Kylemore Bakery and now started in Super Quinn today.
My name is Maureen. I'm a mother and a granny. I'm looking forward to working in Super Quinn because it's like a new lease of life to me.
Hi, I'm Des Bishop. I'm Maureen's grandchild. It's my first day in Super Quinn. Before this, I was a stand-up comedian, but I just couldn't make people laugh. So I think I better try myself at customer service.
My name is Eileen Connolly. I'm absolutely delighted to be starting in Super Quinn. My uncle Des recommended I go for the job. I was a go-go dancer before I started, when Des was a comedian. So we're all looking forward to a great life.
My first job in Super Quinn was the trolleys. But the guy that's on trolleys is like on trolleys for the day.
He is, yeah.
All right. Marcus was one of the managers, right? But he wasn't the boss manager, but he really wanted to be. So it's important to be very friendly to the customer.
Oh, absolutely.
Having a chat is not frowned upon with the customer.
Absolutely not. That's the Super Quinn way. That's what it's all about.
That's the Super Quinn way.
It's a huge responsibility because it's the first area that the customer comes into, you know?
Yeah.
So.
You are the first point of contact that the customer has with Super Quinn.
As you can see, the trolleys are starting to build up already.
So then I bring them back here.
Exactly, yeah. Now, it's obviously what you got to do when you bring it back is to make sure there's no papers inside it. It's nice and clean, you know. For example, customer coming into that wouldn't be very happy, as you can imagine.
Mine is leaking there.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, bro, it doesn't work that way. Like, people don't come up and say, I don't like the way that guy is walking with the trolleys. I'm going to Tesco. You know, people don't really care.
The difference between a baby trolley and a regular trolley is you're looking at a young person in here and you don't want to keep them wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to keep them dry at all times.
Let them wet themselves.
Let them wet themselves. Yeah, we'll do it for them, yeah.
Thanks a million.
Best of luck with it, mate.
Thanks, Marcus.
Super Quinn's a better job. It has an actual career structure.
$7.45 an hour.
You join the union.
If somebody tells you to join the union straight away, it obviously means that everything that's going on here is above board and fair.
Personally, I don't know why I joined a union because we never went on strike. I was like, well, what's the point of being in a union?
Big benefits. There's a company doctor. There's like a confidential kind of counseling service. You can get 6 free counseling sessions. So I might just decide that I have a problem with my head. Just call up and say, yeah, I need a trip to the garage. You know, it's just, I feel like having a drink. I haven't drank in 8 years. I feel like drinking just to get the free counseling. Then when I go into the counseling, they say, what's wrong? And just say, I've been working shit jobs for months now. So many different jobs. I don't know what I am. Am I a fast food worker? Am I a hotel worker? Am I moving trolleys? What am I doing? I don't know who I am anymore. And everyone's so friendly. I've been looking forward to having the crack with the L ones. I reckon I'm in with 1 or 2 of them. They say once you go 50.
50 euros a week for a room in a house in Castle Ross Estate. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
I'm Des.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you, man.
Morning. I'm Sean. Hi, I'm Q.
Where are you guys from?
We're both from Fermanagh.
Oh, Fermanagh.
Just beside the border, just
Yeah.
Clonus.
I got the wee one.
You got the wee one?
Jeez, this is all right, this house.
Yeah, it's a lovely house.
Yeah. You come back here, you know?
Fergal Quinn wrote a book called Crowning the Customer. For those who don't know who Fergal Quinn is, he is my supreme boss, the owner and managing director of Super Quinn. And it's a book that is actually like revered all over the international business world. And they all go on about these groundbreaking marketing techniques, and they're all documented in Crowning the Customer. And one of these groundbreaking marketing techniques is something called the boomerang principle. The boomerang system, which I learned about today. It's a really complex, groundbreaking marketing thing. I hope you'll understand it, is bring the customer back. That's the technique. The boomerang, which was originally an Aboriginal weapon, which was used to throw and come back. Boomerang principle, an extra €1.10 an hour. For that much extra money, I'll follow the customer home, knock them over the head, put them in a bag, carry them back to Super Quinn, and then massage them till they're okay about what just happened, I'll be honest, for that money. So we treat the customer like an Aboriginal weapon.
Did you enjoy that?
I was trying to hide it, but I absolutely loved it. See you later. Fergal Quinn says in Crowning the Customer that you have to make shopping fun. Now, what's more fun for a child arriving into the car park but to see a human being flying on a trolley? People are obsessed with small trolleys. Bet you want a small one, do you? There's never enough small trolleys in this world. Small trolleys are so precious, they need to be traded on the stock exchange. That's basically the reality of small trolleys. It's so bad, like you follow people that come out with small trolleys, you're like following them to their car. Thank you. Have a good day. So you spend your whole day when you're on the trolleys, running all over, searching for small trolleys, man. Any small trolleys?
No small trolleys.
Any small ones? Look for a smallie. If you don't get the one, they go right into customer service. There's no small trolleys today. And then somebody comes out and says, Des, any small trolleys? Oh, you don't think I've been searching for small trolleys? So when you finally get one, you're running all over the place. You run back to the small trolley, straight away. There's your small trolley. It hasn't got a wobbly wheel now, has it? This is a great wheeler. I'm after doing this one up myself. I hate wobbly wheels. I hope there's a wheel well. It's a 1993, but it's held up well. It actually is the most boring thing I've done. I can't think of a more boring job of all the tasks that I've had to complete on this mission. This is by far the most boring. You know, there's only so many trolleys you can pick up before you start to want to get into one and roll yourself down a really steep hill. Excuse me?
You're a shelf stacker.
Yeah, could you save your judgments? Let the people decide what I am.
That's what you are to me. It's like,
Yeah, but that's a judgment, okay? Save it for yourself. Let the people decide what I am. You know? What I would consider myself is the presentation engineer. You know, and you're just calling me a shelf stacker makes it sound like, you know, I'm just stocking shelves. I'm doing much more than that. I'm placing the product in a light that makes people say, oh yeah, that looks really good. You know, is that stocking shelves? No, I don't think so. I certainly took for granted every time I went into a supermarket the huge amount of labor that goes in to working in a supermarket, man. Stocking, checking, stocking. You know, the stuff is just out there. It's like lovely, but it's like constant stocking shelves. It's just like constant. You know what it's like? It's like the longest game of Tetris ever. The game doesn't even finish. You wish you could lose this game, but you just can't. You get off work and you think, oh, it's over. You come back in the next day. Do you want to continue? No! I want this game to end! Super Quinn has all these systems, you know? Ding, 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 ding. It's live at 5. Live for 5. Hi, we're here live at 5. Live for 5, live for 5. Because the idea is live at 5 is the shop is completely faced off at 5 o'clock. Facing off? What is facing off, you say? Facing off is turning everything in the one direction and putting it all forward so there's just this beautiful line of lovely looking goods. Marcus pulls me aside one night and like, he goes, look at that face-off.
It's amazing, yeah?
Wow.
The standard of merchandise and the detail and the face-off is as it should be, as I expected.
That is what I want you to strive for.
I don't expect anybody on their first day or their first couple of weeks to have that, but that's what I want people to strive for, you know what I mean?
And I was thinking, wow, you have motivated me, bro. I have a mission in life now, let me tell you. One day, all my Campbell's soups will be facing out that way, I can tell you.
It's Tuesday morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was kind of downstairs feeling negative about going into work, and then I was just sitting here and I started to feel a bit alright, you know, and I just said, hey, fuck it, man. Go in there and enjoy it. You know, just go in there and fucking have fun with the workers, do your bit. Stack the fruit, stack the veg, you know what I mean? Just stay on top of it. Have fun with your workers. Enjoy your breaks. And stop fucking being negative, looking for the negative points of the jobs. You know? Why don't you go in there and just enjoy it? So I'm gonna whistle down the Castletown Road this morning.
All this stuff out here into the fridge. All the pallets packed up and all the rubbish in the bin.
Okay.
Right, get started.
I like the pumping, man.
Like the pumping. Tell what's in your base.
It's a system, man, it's a system.
Very tough, very demanding system,
Come on.
system nonetheless.
Work it, work it. So Edward, you've only been here a month, so you're like the same as me.
Yeah, I'm the new guy. I get the worst job there is.
And for the camera, officially, how much do you get paid an hour?
$7.45 an hour. Starting wage for everyone here.
You find you can live all right in Dundalk for $7.45 an hour.
Yeah, I can live pretty well. It's pretty handy, like.
But how much is your rent?
28 quid a week.
You have over €200 a week access money.
Yeah.
Do you spend that?
Yeah, I spend a lot of it.
On what?
DVDs, CDs, stuff like that.
How much would you spend on booze?
I don't drink.
You don't drink?
Not anymore.
So is this is just a temporary job for you then?
Yeah, I'll probably leave next year.
But there's career opportunities here. Would you not think of staying?
Careers opportunities.
No, I mean, some people in here are on 11, 12, 13, 14 euro an hour.
Yeah, but what's the point in doing a job that you don't want to do for the rest of your life, making that much money?
So you don't want to do this for the rest of your life?
No, God, no.
No way.
I'd much prefer a job that pays really shit money, but gets what I'm happy with. Or a job that pays loads of money, I'm not happy with.
Yeah.
Ideal job, either music journalist or musician.
Really?
Yes.
You gotta clock out for the lunch, you know? So you get an hour for lunch, but you don't get paid for it.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
95 cents. I mean, come on, where would you get it? First of all, the eggs are great, really good. Yeah, this is where you meet everybody. It can be a little intimidating at times when there's 2 tables full of women and you walk in with your penis and they all envy it. Well, come on, I'm American, but I'm not good at it. I was born white and middle class from Queens, New York. There was no persecution associated with my life. Nobody hates you. You're just like one of these people that sail through life. I wanted to be a black comedian who was going like, we were so poor, we had peanut butter and jelly or jelly and peanut butter. Those were our options. You know, that's the life I wanted. But no, middle class. Got kicked out of school in New York. Bit of a drug and alcohol problem. My parents pay loads of money and sent me to Ireland. I'm like, oh man, I thought the drugs and alcohol was gonna give me some struggle, but I got bailed out again. White and middle class. Oh, nobody can get that spare, man. Come on, you motherfucker, I swear. You know, I failed first year of college. We'll pay for another year. Let's do it again. Yeehaw. It's like a demon I had to knock down is that last pin. I got no struggle. No struggle in my life at all. So what I do, I end up working minimum wage jobs for 4 months just to feel like I'm a victim. We'll have to do it again someday. It's not an official game. And then I end up in Super Quinn, and it ain't even minimum wage. Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you? Do I know you?
Oh, yeah, you don't see my hair down, do you?
No. Who are you, man?
Yeah, well, there's some rehab thing. Yeah, because I've always had my hair up.
Yeah, it was always curly and all.
Yeah, so I have it down today.
I like it.
You like it, Dan?
I do, yeah.
That's good. Once you like it, I'm happy with that.
We got my pay slip back here.
My daughter. Now, is it heavy? Loads of money. What are you worth?
Jesus. When I got my first check in Superquin with the big $7.45 an hour, I didn't realize, but tax kicks in. So I ended up with like just around the same amount of money as Abracababra. 37 hours, basically. Well, my gross pay was $276, but 28.22 came out, so only $247, so.
Are you happy with that, or are you?
It's all right. To be honest, with the $7.45, I was expecting a little bit more. When you're on a minimum wage, you have basically what it says on the tin. You know, like the minimum that you need to survive. That's why it's called the minimum wage. It's enough, but it's not the huge celebratory, massive amount of money I was expecting. You start to think, hey, if there's a minimum wage, then how come there's no maximum wage? You know, it just clicks in your head. Because you start going, yeah, there should be a maximum wage. Because after you're broke for a couple of weeks and you haven't eaten a nice meal, you start to think, wait a minute, Dennis O'Brien owes me a fucking lunch right now, I'll tell you. Thank you for starring in my payday.
It's not a press, we're all getting one for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. Is it? An egg boiler. Breakfast eggs boiled in seconds. The microwave egg boiler. It boils eggs in 25 to 40 seconds. You know, over a week, that's 3 minutes a day. That's 21 minutes a day. You know what I mean? That's 21 minutes a week. You know, over a couple of years, like you've saved yourselves a couple of days. That's a couple of free days there. That's a lot of savings. Basically, I've gotten 4 or 5 extra days a year off of this egg boiler. That's a lot. I mean, I just can't imagine what my life was like before I didn't have those days. It's just, how often does a product give you days back? It's like a time machine.
I've got Superquin now. I'm relaxed with the staff. I know where things are. I don't have to ask. Like I could do the job now. Like if I had to do it for the money, if my comedy career fell apart and I had to do it for the money, I could get by in Superquin.
When you sit down, we have a process called slide and glide.
I called it blipping, but they were like, no, it's slide and glide.
You scan this one. Scan it across. Now you can't be sitting with your arms like that. You know what I mean? You have to be. And you add it to a transaction. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, that's 100%. So,
oops.
see?
Now I have to avoid it, no problem.
Many you avoiding what?
Just one.
Okay.
No problem.
Now.
Oh, really?